What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Hey guys, it's the week of Christmas, and one of the things I keep getting a bunch of emails over is my setup in the tree and what I use for self-filming. And so anyways, I'm out here in the front yard. The wife talked me into it. I guess she didn't talk me into it. I came home from Missouri, was in Missouri hunting, and I just got too many honeydews to get done, so here I am. And so I figured while I was back home, I'd go ahead and try to knock this video out for guys that's gonna try to get out late season and you know, maybe like me, start self-filming late season because you've already got a couple bucks out of the way and you're focusing on just some doe harvest. So that's when I started mine last year, and here we are now. It's been a hell of a ride. So anyways, guys, I've got everything on the tree. I'm gonna kind of walk through it while we're standing back away from the tree, and then I'll actually detach the camera and then go through it. I'm having to do this on my secondary camera because obviously I have my main camera on the tree right now so you can see what it is. So anyways, my go-to setup, as everybody knows if you've watched even one of my stand reviews, is the Lone Wolf. The Lone Wolf that we have out here on the tree today is the Lone Wolf hand climber. It's got the little bit bigger platform than the Assault, and this setup is my private land setup. So if I'm hunting on private land somewhere, this is the way it looks because I have screw ends. When I'm not hunting on private land, I have a ratchet strap that goes around the tree here. It's just one of those pull straps, and anyways, it's got a little J hook on it, and that's what I hang my bag on. And then this Pursuit angle arm here, I got on Amazon. They make the same thing basically, except it has a strap that wraps around, and then it's got kind of like a T to keep it from dipping. Anyways, that's what I use whenever I'm on public land, because here in Arkansas you can't use screw ends. So if you're watching this, just know if you're gonna go hunt public land, jump on Amazon real quick. You can buy the bag holder that I use that I was just talking about. Is made for duck hunting. It's to hang your gun and stuff on trees, so you can find that on there. And then the bow holder itself, like I said, I also got it on Amazon. You can just type in screwless bow holder and it'll pop up. So there you have that. So first thing we're going to talk about is the stand. The stand that we have is the Lone Wolf hand climber. It's a little bit bigger platform stand rather than the Assault. I'm going to go ahead and climb up here so y'all can just kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so when I get set up in a tree, this is basically what I look like 30 foot up in a tree. And I always crack jokes, if you ever watch any of my hunting videos, that it looks like I'm a big spider up in the tree. Because one thing that I don't have right now is, you know, I would have a jacket hanging up here or something like that, so that I can layer up as the day progresses. So the first thing I want to talk about is the height of my camera arm. So as you can see, you know it's set up right when you can rest your arm on it. So whenever I get in a stand, no matter which one of the climbers I'm using, I use that knee-high method. So I've got my seat sitting about knee-high, and then just about mid-thigh is where I put my camera arm. So you can see here that I have the camera arm actually back towards me. It's not straight 90 with the tree this way. It's back towards me a little bit. So if you were, you know, sitting like this, the reason that I do that is so that my camera is just right here. So I'm right-handed, right? And so this is the thing to remember, guys, when you're first getting into videoing. If you're right-handed, put that camera on your right side. You would think it's so you could work the camera better, but it's not. So if I look over and I see a deer coming, first thing I'm gonna do is I reach over and hit record, and I start following. While I'm following, I can take my left hand, go ahead and spin the bow and get it set up. I get the deer where I want him, hit record, stand up, everything's good, draw back, and now I can take my shot right there. The other thing about the height that I set the camera at, the reason for that is this here. So if the deer comes in and he's on my left, using this Lone Wolf, I like the availability to be able to sit down. And so my camera's here. If the deer comes in on the left, I can knock, pull, set up, and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about hitting the camera arm because it's low enough that my elbow comes over the top. Whenever I set my bow hanger, everybody likes their bow hanger at a little bit different angle. I like mine no matter which one I'm using. If you look, it's about 3 inches above my head. The only reason that I set it up that way, guys, is so I can shoot underneath it. So if a deer comes in behind me, I stand up, I can grab the camera arm, spin it around, it's here. I grab the bow, the bow holder's up out of my way. I can pull back and I have this full range back here that I can take that shot and not have to worry about my camera arm being in the way. The last thing I'm going to talk about the camera arm and the reason for it being set up. So say you have a deer come in behind you, you can kind of grab here, pull around this way. This is the reason for this camera arm, the base of this to be pointed right here, kind of tucked up close to your right side. So if a deer comes and my only shot's going to be back here behind him, I can hook up, camera set, I can shoot over the top of that camera arm. So the reason that I'm doing this video, guys, is early season that cost me $1. So I basically set up, I was on the side of a ridge, the wind shifted and the deer started moving below me instead of right up above me. And so anyways, this deer come in behind me, I turned around. The only shot I was gonna have at the deer was on this side of my tree. And every time I tried to pull back, I was hitting my base of my camera arm. So I set it up on that side so I didn't have to deal with that. And now this is my go-to. This is how I set up every time. The, let's see, so that knocks out both of those. The last thing we're gonna talk about is my bag. I set my bag over here on my left-hand side every time, doesn't matter. And I hang it to where I can reach down like this and get inside of my bag, but it's down out of my way. I see guys that hang their bags from their stand, kind of tuck them down here underneath their feet. Being over here, it's out of my way, and it's against that tree. I try to keep everything I can as much against the tree as possible, even with the bow. So you can rotate it around, kind of put it up against the tree like this so it's not sticking out as bad. But I'll be honest, with the bow, most of the time, I leave mine kind of hanging out like this. And then as far as my quiver, when we come around in a minute, I'll show you, but I put my quiver underneath my bag over here on this side as well, just up against the tree so that there's not those bright fletchings sticking out somewhere hanging off of the bow. That's my setup in the tree. Hey guys, I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope that helps y'all. If you're just now getting into self-filming, I know it's gonna help for you guys that's been doing it a long time. Maybe you caught something here that you didn't realize before, and maybe it'll keep you from missing an opportunity at a deer like it did me. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell up top. There's a part 2 to this video that's going to come out next week, and basically it's going to be a rundown of every piece of equipment by name and what it is and why I use it in the tree. So don't miss that video. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you later this week. Good hunting.